Hello, viewers of Guilt and Hua TV. Nice to meet you these days. Are you having fun? Nice to meet you. I love you. I love you so much today. What should I talk about with you today? These days, isn't it hot? The humidity goes up to 80%. So when I set the dehumidification function on the air conditioner, the humidity goes down to 50% to 60%. Even if you don't turn on the air conditioner, it's not hot. I'm going to talk about if you don't have it. There are bulls and calves in the barn. It'll be a barn. But when I go to the countryside these days, cows, it's so hard to raise them. It's tiring, and it costs a lot of food. Since it's expensive, the people who raise cows are getting older. It's too hard, so I cleaned the barn and there's no cow. When I go to the countryside, I hear the appeal crying. But these days, I can't even hear the sound of the cowshed. It's clean, so it's hard to see an appeal. If there's a bull, it smells and you have to clean up the poop. I have to give it to you, boil it. And there's a lot to do. But there's no bull in the barn, so the barn is clean. What happens then? It's convenient because there's no bull. I'm sure he'll do it, right? But there's no life in it at all. I'm looking for beauty and the birth of life. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to talk about this topic today. It's a very comfortable and comfortable life for us modern people. I keep on pursuing it, so what happens later on? All that's left is the emptiness, loneliness, and emptiness. Think about it. There's an appeal. So when the appeal comes to the owner, I like it when I wag my tail. I like food when I give it to them. And these interactions are getting less and less. Of course I have a pet these days. I have cats and dogs, but actually, I don't like cats. And he doesn't either. I don't like it. But my house is not an apartment, but a house. If I throw food in the yard, cats will come to my house. We build a hideout and live there. If we come, it's my house. Why are you here, like this? Even if I tell them off, they don't move. I don't even think about looking at him without doing it. Is it okay for me to do it? Look, so around my house, there's a lot of cement in the yard. I did it, but I just left my house as it is with soil. I know, I get upset in the summer. So I'm kind of, if you don't pay attention because you're tired, it'll be like a jungle. Then, the guys came to deliver the package and told me that the person in this house, I don't live. That's what they say. Why do I live? That's enough. We're living in Wante right now. It's because I like things like this. That's what I say. So these days, it's not just the barn that doesn't have cows. I use cement without any glue at home. It's hot in the summer. They say it's hot in the yard. It's much cooler if it's made of soil. And the seasons change. Whenever I don't plant it, I get something. Even if I don't plant it, the fun of watching it is no joke. So at my house, when I get something, people envy me and I want to eat it. If I do this, I'll open it and give it to you. I'm in the position of giving, and I'm jealous of them. If you try it, you'll be envious. Even the people who are passing by the street. If you give me some seedlings, that's fine. I'll make sure that people who don't know and pass by, if there's one, I give it to Merwi seedlings. But it's a hassle to pick a whole teak. But other than that, I feel proud of my life and such beautiful things. There are a lot. I've lived in a big apartment. I'm not the type. No matter how big the apartment is, it's just that there are lots of rooms, bathrooms, and bathrooms. I don't know if it's good or not. It's frustrating for me. For me, apartments, I don't think I'm the type. So when I live in a house, I always look at flowers and trees like this. It was so nice to interact with each other while talking. That's what I'm talking about. In fact, the future, we don't need a highly educated society anymore. When I was in college, I thought I'd have to wait for 10 more years. I thought that a highly educated society would come, so I studied and I became a professor first, but not now. There will be no more highly educated society in the future. It disappears. If there's anything you don't know, AI, they teach me everything I ask, but I don't have to go to school. Would you do that? So what kind of society will it be? No one knows. But what I can tell is, you can say that the highly educated society has passed. A master's degree, a doctor, and a person who studies hard. I'm sure it's only for those who need it, but everyone, highly educated society, highly educated society. No one recognizes it. From now on, I need to get a master's degree or a doctor. I don't think there's any. I'm just saying that only those who have to do it should do it. But that doesn't mean I don't need it at all. My academic background has become inflationary, so to speak. Only those who have to do it. The rest of you sweat and produce something new in the future. I think no one will get a seat. If we don't raise them, where would we eat milk? Beef. Where do you want to buy it? If no one farms, well, where would you like to buy fresh vegetables? Are you going to eat them? So, this is a family, but I imagine that if I was young, I didn't have money. If you can't get a job and you're in a difficult situation, that's what I think. It's a very cheap land, a mountain, and no one's going to be there. I bought a very cheap piece of land that I don't look for. I'm not a natural person. I'll buy a land and get a secondhand container. I'll leave it there and plan and study something with nature. I'm going to make new things like that anyway. If you're not going to get married and have no children, even if you live like that, it's okay. I think if you do that, it would be nice to get married if there's someone you like. In this urbanized life that's so rigid and fixed, no matter how much money you earn, it's too easy to spend all that money by pouring water into the bottomless jar. And to put it simply, like a hippo drinking water, money is it's all used up. And I borrowed money and got a house. No matter what you buy, you become a slave of money for the rest of your life. If you pay back, you lose your health and then you're financially. If you have such difficulties all at once, you can beat them. There are people who can't do it and let go of their lives. What's the value that we need to cherish in the future? I live with the thought that I need to value the land. The land. A handful of soil, a tree, and things like that. I thought that I need to find an answer in nature. Let's do it. You have to be born in nature and go to nature. It works. So many people watch natural programs these days. The reason why we're changing that is because I'm mentally and physically tired and I'm not healthy at all. I think I'm in a better condition. So I'll live a long life. People who can live for a long time have a strange disease. You'll be able to see them suffer and die. So what I need is not a high education level. I don't have a lot of money. I'm not rich. I don't have money. Satisfied and happy state. Isn't that the most beautiful state? That's what I think. So sometimes you're full. I don't know if you think I'm talking about it, but once in a while, I think about it. I think like this every time. If I'm not a professor, I don't know if it's okay. But in the countryside, a very simple man. If you got married and lived with vegetables and farmed, I thought that I would have been happier. I do it once in a while. But happiness means social status. It's high and my life is stabilizing. That's happiness. No, happiness is something very simple in life, but it's self. Isn't it about finding your true self? I want to. To be honest, to study, I spent half my life sitting at my desk. I'm now a woman who's trying to find out what I'm doing. I grew a garden, ripped vegetables, and blanched them at home. Boil it. And these days, I cut it and pick the leaves. It's delicious when you eat it with seasoned vegetables. So, nature. I'll pick all the ingredients and enjoy them. I'm so happy to interact and live like that. I think it's fun. What else do you have to pick for the beginning of July? I think I should get mugwort in the fall. I'll pick it. In fact, my mom used to talk about it. Picking herbs female. According to my mother, pick herbs. If you don't want to make a girl, you need to make her study. You said that, but after I got older, it's changed to picking vegetables anyway. I've been thinking like this since I was young. Since childhood, nature is precious, and it's a life that's close to the ground. It's really important to instill values in the educational field. I think it's important. So, of course, we're going to be professional. Technical and professional humanities, social and cultural. Studying knowledge is, of course, important, but with that, the importance of the land and the importance of nature are balanced together. A more beautiful society, a more beautiful baby. I think I'll be able to grow into myself. It's nice to have no cows in the barn and not have money. I think it's like that. But there needs to be a cow in the barn. You have to hear the cry and see the cow give birth to a calf. And there's always something that a new life moves and wiggles. It's not like seeing that. Our real life is. I thought about that and it was so neat. If you pursue something that's stable and comfortable, you'll be left with something that's left in the future. There's nothing empty, lonely, and sad story. I want to do it for you today. That's it for today. I'll be back with you often. I'll be back with a good topic. I'll come back with good words in the comments. Please share it with us and subscribe if you like it. I'm so happy if you cheer me up with, I'm happy. I'll end it here. Thank you for watching until now.